Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are back with playing Simic Merfolk in Modern. We got the Wild Log Grove to play those turn 1 Commander Speakers to put a lot of pressure on our opponents to win the game as soon as possible in this hyper-fast Modern metagame. If you'd like to see how Simic Merfolk operates in Modern right now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com. And MTG Jeff is playing with a Cavalier Knights deck on MTG Arena. He's going all over the place with the tribal decks. Knights is up. If you want to see how the Knights can combat in Standard, don't forget to check him out on themanabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And we're going to thank the Magic Mastermind. If you are ready to take Magic seriously and to become part of the hive mind of pros, learn from the best, don't forget to check them out. Become part of the Magic Mastermind. So we lost the die roll, but the hand is like okay on the draw. We can go turn 1 Speaker, turn 2 Silvergill Adapt. And we have some Force and Negation protection if we have to. Probably pitching the Master of the Pearl Trident. Uh-oh. Horizon Canopy. If it's humans or Counters Company. It looks like Counters Company. Force and Negation may or may not be useful. So more of these lords are only good if we eventually draw an island. But I do like having this sort of an aggressive start. It would be perfect if we draw an island because curving out into lords against Counters Company is exactly where you want to be. Looks like we're going to take some damage with Horizon Canopy. What the hell?
Say no. Always say no.
What do you fix in your deck? This might be Turbo's Company. No, I'll Force of Negation the Summoner's Pact. Or I'll Force of Negation this. So they're just trying to draw a card off of Manamorphose. It failed. Now I get this. No, do you know, I think this is the right... We're still going to play Lord of Atlantis, because next turn we can play Silvergill Adapt and Commander Speaker off of this Mutavault mana. So that's still going to work out for us. Put a good amount of damage on the board.
They're hitting themselves pretty hard.
Another Glittering Wish. So how far are you off from this combo?
What does that card do?
Jeskai Ascendancy! Oh my god. That's not good. Lightning Bolt this, okay. And you have white. Well, I guess you're off. No, blue, white, red. So they can't cast Jeskai Ascendancy yet. Right? They can't. They need blue and red. Neither of these cost blue and red. Okay, so that's some good news. Okay, so we're going to play our Silvergill Adept so that we can make our Commander Speaker bigger. Drawing Lord would be perfect, but whatever. We still have a good clock on the board. And we've got, like, what, 8 power on the board? If they keep taking damage from this Horizon Canopy, they're going to end up at a point where they can't take any more damage. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me that we've lost. So, this... I don't know, this league sort of sucks. None of these decks are, like, prominent in the metagame. Like, these are not... None of these decks are something I'm trying to prepare for. And maybe this is just a result of being in the loser's bracket, or sort of loser's bracket. What did we play against? We played against, like, Jeskai Ascendancy, just blue-red Thing in the Ice, taking turns. The only, like, real deck was Hogak. And this is sort of the disappointing thing about playing in them merging the friendly and the competitive leagues. Like, I most certainly could lose to this. And I am not prepared. Or maybe I'm a little prepared. We do have Chalice of the Void in the sideboard. That's good against Jeskai Ascendancy.
What does Jeskai Ascendancy do?
Whenever you cast... That's a great question for anyone who's never faced the wrath of Jeskai Ascendancy. It was a pretty big deck at the time that this was printed. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and you untap those creatures. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So the point is, every single time they play, like, I don't know, a cantrip, a loot, like, Opt, Serum Visions, what they get to do is their creatures are going to untap. The Birds of Paradise will untap. which allows them to have, in some ways, infinite mana, especially if they have multiple creatures in play. But also, it gets bigger, and it can potentially be a win condition. But in addition to drawing a card, you're going to loot first. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So it keeps finding more cantrips, and you keep tapping this Birds of Paradise to play the cantrips. It untaps, and you basically do this. Try to get through your entire deck, and then the Birds of Paradise suddenly attacks you for 20. Anyway, we have lethal on the board, unless they Path to Exile something. Silence. Your opponents can't cast spells this turn. But you're going to lose your Birds of Paradise. Hopefully. If they lose the Birds of Paradise, that's going to help a lot. If that's going to be a thing. Because then they don't have, like, the infinite mana to keep this going on for forever. So do you have... No, they don't have anything. So I'll play the... I think I want to get some mana. Going to get something off of the Waterlog Grove eventually. They're at 1 mana. They can't tap Horizon Canopy for mana. There are cards in their deck that give... Oh, great. Abundant... But what are you going to do? Whenever... Enchanted Land has add 1 mana of any color. So how's this going to work?
Well,
I will be blown to hell if off of 2 cards and these 2 lands, I lose. I don't want to yield through this turn because I want to crack this Waterlog Grove at the right time. I'm assuming they're going to draw some cards and then resign, but who knows?
1 card in hand, 1 card tap. 2 cards.
Oh, I see. So Abundant Growth lets them cast this and do something with it. But now you've run out of things to do. Chalice of the Void is going to be great. Very, very good in this matchup.
3, yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Okay, so we're definitely bringing in Chalice. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. But unfortunately, land card... I can't remember.
Lands are colorless.
No, okay, there's Unearth. So we could bring... Well, I could bring in Grafdigger's Cage. So, what is that thing called? There's like a blue creature in the graveyard that they use to combo off with this deck. But, you know, I'm not going to bring in Cage because we're bringing in Chalice. Deprive and Dismember are fine. This does nothing. This probably does nothing. Echoing Truth feels embarrassing. Ooh, Spring Seas. How good are you? Probably not. You have Violence. Take out 1 Rajiri because it's expensive. It looks like our deck should be well positioned. It looks like it. But will it actually be good? Yeah, I can keep this. And let's hope we draw land in the next few turns. Turn 1, Kumena Speaker into... Well, that's a beautiful Flooded Strand. I don't see many people playing with this Flooded Strand online.
Mario Kart.
Our opponent has very good taste in Flooded Strands. Okay. This is not that bad. We can just keep the Vial on 1 and just put something in play every single turn. But I really, really, really want to get this Chalice on the board as early as possible. Basically shut down their entire deck. See? Look at all the 1 mana cantrips. They'll just go all poof. That's the plan. Chalice on 1 puts a big hurt on this deck.
The big hurt.
So, well, whatever. This is okay. Current plans, just force a negation the Jeskai Ascendancy. But I guess they have a lot of copies of Jeskai Ascendancy. Fate Stitcher. This is the card that they unearthed from the graveyard. You may tap or untap another target permanent. That's interesting, so they can tap my permanents. That never really happened. So I'm going to keep this other one on 1. Take this one up. We're going to keep this one on 1. That's okay.
Tap it all. Come on. Come on, do it.
Sure. Sure. Look at all this, that would get locked down. Turn 2 Chalice. But it's still going to be good. I think the deck plays Past in Flames. I can't remember. It or maybe not. I don't know. The idea is they just go through the deck like crazy.
All these 1 mana BS.
Yes, that's why Chalice is very good against Jeskai Ascendancy. It always was. That card is a problem. That card was always a problem. Here come my army. Here comes my army. I think we'll put these both at 2. Because I don't have any... I basically don't have 1-drops left in my deck. Okay. This is... You're very late to the party, but I will take it anyway. Put Silvergill Adept in play. I guess I should play Silvergill Adept first to see if I draw a Mutavault. But I'm doing this now so that I can get the Lord of Atlantis.
What now? Poof.
Unfortunately, Chalice on 1 on turn 5. Look at all the 1-mana spells they've played since turn 2. They played an extra Birds of Paradise, Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand, Sleight of Hand, Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand.
Maybe he's got a Terramander. Maybe there's a...
On 0? No.
Say no.
No, this is... We're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, they conceded. All right, so we got a 3-2. Pretty disappointing league overall. Not very good for playtesting. We didn't go against any top decks. I think maybe the pros are on the week. I don't know, sleeping or something. Let's go do a deck tech. What worked, what didn't. So, the only deck that we were prepared for, Hogak. I don't know if taking out the Grafdigger's Cages was helped us or didn't help us. I just know that we were just a turn short from screwing them. Overall, the deck, I think, performed very well. You saw we were very close to beating them in basically all 3 games, although we ended up losing 2 anyway. So all the Chalices basically destroyed that Jeskai Ascendancy deck. Didn't really help us against those Thing in the Ice decks, but they weren't Izzet Phoenix. Neither of them were Izzet Phoenix decks. One was a Taking Turns deck, and the other one was just a blue-red Thing in the Ice control deck. Maybe Blue Moon, which is not good. Although we didn't actually see a Blood Moon. Echoing Truth sort of seemed good against Hogak. I mean, it was just an answer to help us buy time. And I think it was a better answer than, say, Grafdigger's Cage. Ridgery felt pretty clunky in this league. Maybe this could be Benthic Biomancer, or maybe I can push the Echoing Truths to the sideboard and bring in Benthic Biomancer, and we just shave a Dismember and something else. Maybe the Grafdigger's Cage for more Benthic Biomancers. I wouldn't mind being coming out earlier on the battlefield, have more hands where we can have more turn 4 kills. But the problem is Benthic Biomancer is always the card that you side out in a lot of matchups. It's just not where you want to be. But for this sort of aggressive deck, it would help. I don't know how many matchups where Echoing... Well, Echoing just does help in the main deck against Izzet Phoenix. It does help in the main deck against Hogak. Those are big decks. It does help in the main deck against Eldrazi Tron. So there are a lot of matchups where Echoing Truth is very good. Spring Season ended up being really bad in this league. It's poor against Jeskai Ascendancy. It was poor against... Well, I guess it's okay against that I don't know, take all your cards deck. It's not good against taking turns. Wasn't good against Is It Phoenix. It was just good against Hogak, which is one of the main decks. One of the main decks you have to be prepared for. Well, anyway, it was a bit of a disappointing league. It was like, I mean, it was okay. We went 3-2, but it wasn't special. I don't feel like I learned really much. Because we didn't play against like the top decks of the format.
I never learn anything.
Yeah, my brother never learns anything. But so, well, we're just gonna have to wait until the next league to see if anything changes. So that's gonna be our that's gonna be our matchup for today and the league for the week. We are going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also gonna thank the manabase.com and the Magic Mastermind. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Simic Merfolk in Modern.